Buonasera, friends. Hi, Andy Vegan here, and today I make some savory almonds. Yes, right, snack for traveling, for example, or just in between the meals if you have something to devour. Here, I soaked my almonds overnight, washed or drained and rinsed them, and now I will marinate them with lemon juice. Here I have 3 lemons juiced, can barely see. That comes all into my blender. I begin right away. Save some time. So, 3 lemons. And I have here a handful of dates, pitted of course. Goes in there. And I have a big piece of ginger. See, I have 2 here, 2 smaller pieces and 1 big. I put it all in. I guess it must be nice to have these flavors. It's combined as if one flavor. I guess pretty much it is all the flavors there are. I show you my little flavor palette. Here, look at these wonderful colors. What do you think? Isn't that nice? I have pink Himalayan salt here at the front. I have this fiery red. That is from paprika. Paprika is a special paprika powder. Look at this color, it's so beautiful, so dark. It's from a shop, a friend of mine, or almost friend of mine. He is specialized in spices. This is so tasty, tastes like fresh fruit. Wonderful. A little of chili, not too much. You know, chili is very hot. And some garlic powder. Some onion powder, a lot more than garlic, by the way, of course. It is very intense. It can be sharp, it can be bitter. So careful with the garlic powder. And I have here mustard seed. I love mustard seed. I prefer it to make my own mustard or use the mustard seed as is. It can be blended easily in a high-speed blender. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with the ginger 7, with the date 8. I add some water. Not forgot the lemon. Huh? So some water, might be. Well, I have some dates, so it might be not enough. It's a special marinade, I guess. It is this flavor. I like it a lot. It combines all the flavors there are. It's almost like a tamari or so. My own way. Okay, you can try it. You can find your own. Let's have a look what this marinade looks like. It's creamy. It has a nice smell, strong smell, characteristic. Oh yeah, texture, okay, I like it. Yes to the flavor. The flavors, the single flavors, all combine into one. That's how it should be. Now I have a little bowl here, a little bit bigger bowl, larger bowl. Put my almonds in there and pour my marinade. I can keep some. Well, alright. I soak it a little bit in the marinade. the rest that won't be used, I put it in my refrigerator and I use it in one of my next salad dressings. So that's okay. The marinade has a strong flavor, so a little bit of it on the almonds would be okay. Now I show you something. This is my dehydrator. I have two of them. This one was my first. It was pretty inexpensive. $100 or so would it be in the States. And it is pretty nice invented or constructed. So in the middle there is a hole, and the air comes from a fan through the whole thing. And there are 6 or 7 layers, so you can use this if you make nuts, for example. When I always used it in the beginning, when I had my first dehydrator, I didn't want to spend too much money. I thought, let's try what it is like to use a dehydrator. And it worked out pretty nice, and sooner or later I found out this shape, like a tart, wouldn't be good enough for me. There are so many kinds of shapes and desired shapes, like triangles, so I cannot make it this one. So I want to make pretty much the same shape. If you have a crackers, for example, and so I bought a new one, another with a square. And this one I always use if I have a lot of dehydration. I use the square one for the more important things, and for the nuts, or not important, for the square things or the triangle things. And this one I use, for example, for the nuts. They don't need a special shape. So just put it in here with a spoon. You look, this is pretty rich. There's lots of marinade in there. But that doesn't matter. I can also, but there remains a little bit of marinade on the dehydrated tray. It doesn't matter at all. The opposite is the case. It will soak a little bit more into the nuts, and as it is getting warm in there, about 105 or 115 Fahrenheit, it will soak even more into the nuts. Gives it a nice flavor. Of course, this one would take a little bit longer than the other one, because the other one has the advantage I can put a Teflex sheet or a mesh dehydrator sheet under the nuts or whatever I have, dehydrate, and it will be faster, of course. But, well, better to have it all. So here, I'll show you what I have now. Spread it evenly, because then it will go faster. Now a pretty nice snack that's ready and crisp. Excuse me, please. So I dehydrate that maybe for a whole day, maybe 15 hours, 20 hours, we'll see until it's crisp. 150 Fahrenheit or so, and go. Seal it in store it in a seal container. When the air comes in, airtight, it has to be airtight, so it'll stay crisp for a couple of months. Delicious. Savory. See you soon. Forgot. Subscribe to my channel means every day a new recipe.